Today we're going to discuss how to pick your first investment stock. Hi, it's Investiva and your coach Kiana, and I'm going to give you advice on picking your first stock in just a few seconds. But before we get started, don't forget to reserve your spot on my upcoming masterclass, 3 Secrets to Making Your Money Work for You. You can get the direct link in the description area on YouTube and on my profile on Instagram. Now, for many of you, picking your first stock can be mind-boggling, but don't you worry. If you follow these steps, you'll be well on your way to making your first investment. The first and foremost important thing to take a look at is your finances and determine how much you would like to invest. As with all things, the stock market is a learning experience and you will become much more knowledgeable over time. I recommend being cautious with the amount of your first investment, as you would be doing anything at the first time, right? Once you've decided what your budget is for your first investment, then it's time to move on to picking a stock. Before we get started, taking a look at different types of stock, I would like to recommend buying a small amount of a stock with a company that you are familiar with and whose products you're already using. You're more likely to know the business and hear about relevant news that might impact the stock price with a company that you're more familiar with, right? Also, would you really want to buy your first stock from a company whose products you don't even personally endorse? Now, let's get on to the types of stocks. Quick disclaimer though, I'll be giving shout outs to some companies here, but this doesn't mean I'm recommending that you buy them right now. A very important step in investing is picking the right time to get in and out. Regardless, here are the different types of stocks you'll be dealing with on Wall Street. First are blue chip stocks, and they're usually the safest investment. They are large companies with a long history of operating successfully. They're usually found on the Fortune 500 and include companies like Walmart, Goldman Sachs, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Apple, and Exxon. Next type of stocks is dividend stocks. Did you know that you can earn cash flow from your stock investments? Yep. Dividend stocks pay out a percentage of earnings to stockholders on a quarterly basis. You're looking for companies like UPS, General Motors, and Verizon with a long history of paying out quarterly dividends. They may not double in value each year, but they will produce quarterly income off your investment. Then we've got growth stocks. Growth stocks are companies that are expanding in the markets their products are competing in. They can come from any industry, but the most well-known are often tech companies like Amazon, Facebook, Nvidia, Netflix, and Twitter. They are often riskier, but the opportunities for growth are often attractive for those who are looking for gains on their stock value. Last but not least, we've got what we call value stocks. These are often the hardest to spot and are riskiest because they require some financial analysis. You would be looking for companies that are undervalued compared to their peers in the market. Some analysts have considered companies like American Airlines, Wells Fargo, and Expedia as value stocks over the last years. At Investiva, we have our own list of value stocks that I share in the premium investing group. But now you know what types of stocks are available for your first investment. Remember that your first few stock investments are a learning experience, and I encourage you to start small and to enjoy the experience. If you would really like to learn about investing and how to make your money work for you, click on the link in the description area and reserve your seat for my next webinar. Thank you so much for watching Investiva, and remember, make your money work for you.